Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Captech Pro. In previous video we have installed SCVMM using a pre-configured VSD. Because it was a pre-configured VSD, so we have only configured SQL Server and then we have configured Virtual Machine Manager. And apart from that, the installation components which are necessary to run SCVMM were automatically got installed. Now on this video we'll see how to install SCVMM, but this time we will use an ISO of SCVMM, so we have to install each and everything manually. So guys, without any delay, let's get started. So guys, before we proceed, let me tell you, like, this is my host machine and I have installed ADDS role on this machine. This machine is my domain controller and you can see the domain name is captechpro.online. I have assigned the static IP to this machine, which is 192.168.0.10. After this, what I have done, I have installed the Hyper-V role on the same machine. Let me show you. And I have created one virtual machine. In that virtual machine, I have installed Windows Server 2016. Now on this server machine, with the help of ISO image, we'll install SCVMM 2019. So let's take remote of this machine and let's start our today's demonstration. So friends, now I am on a Windows Server 2016 server machine. Now before we proceed for the installation, let me tell you, like, what are the installation components which we have to fulfill, or you can say what are the prerequisites. So the first component is Active Directory. Make sure the server in which you are installing SCVMM, it should be a domain member and the computer name should not exceed 15 characters. Then after that, that server machine should have installed Windows PowerShell 5.0, or you can install 4.0 for VMM server as well as for VMM console. Then .NET framework minimum requirement is 4.6 for both VMM server and VMM console. And you also need SQL Server either 2016 or 2017. You can install any version for database purpose when you are installing SCVMM. And before you proceed for installing SQL Server, one other component which you need is, like, you have to install Windows ADK and also you have to download Windows PE, which is add-on of ADK. So basically Windows ADK is Windows Assessment Deployment Kit and WinPE is Windows Pre-Installation Environment. You can download all these components from Microsoft website. So I have already downloaded each and everything from Microsoft website. This is my ADK, this is the setup file, and this is my Windows WinPE, which is Windows Pre-Installation Environment. This is my .NET 4.7. This is my SQL Server and this is my ISO image of SCVMM 2019. And I've already joined this Windows Server 2016 server machine to domain. This machine is now domain member and I have also assigned the static IP to this server, which is 192.168.0.15. For more information and if you want to know what are the hardware requirements, what are the prerequisites, you can visit my website. Let me show you my website. So friends, this is my website with the name of captechpro.com. You can see I have posted one article how to install the SCVMM. If you face any problem, you can follow this article, and I have deeply explained what is SCVMM, what are the system requirements, what is the hardware limits, and what are other operating system requirements, and what are the database requirements. As I have already discussed, we need a SQL Server. You can see this, and this is the installation step by step. So you can follow my article. Now let's go back to our lab environment. So friends, now first of all I will install .NET framework on this Windows Server 2016. Right click over here and now I will click on Run as Administrator. It's extracting files. So friends, you can see .NET framework 4.6 or later is already installed on this server machine. So we'll click on Close. Now friends, let's install SQL Server 2017. I will right click over here and click on Run as Administrator. So you can see this is my SQL Server 2017. So I will select the custom version. In the Specify SQL Server Media Download Target Location, you can select the location. After selecting the media location, you can click on Install. So it's downloading my install package. Wait till the time it's get complete. So friends, it's extracting the set of files now. So friends, now files are extracted of SQL Server. Now friends, on SQL Server Installation Center, first of all click on Installation, and now we'll click on New SQL Server Standalone Installation or Add Features to an Existing Installation. So we'll select it. Now you can see the SQL Server 2017 setup wizard will get open. In the Specify a Free Edition, we'll select the evaluation version, and right now we don't have a product key, so we'll click on next. Now you can read the license terms and then select the box of I accept the license terms and then click on next. So now on Microsoft Update, check the box of use Microsoft Update to check for updates, then click on next. So it will install all the rules. So you can see all the tests are now passed. Only a small warning of Windows Firewall is there, so we can ignore that. Now we'll click on next. Now on feature selection, in the instance feature, we'll select the database engine services and then we'll select SQL client connectivity SDK. So we'll select both the features, and you can see this is our instance root directory path. This is our shared feature directory path, and this is also our shared feature directory path. You can see the prerequisite for selecting the features. You can see these are both the features are already installed. Now we'll click on next. Now in the instance configuration, we'll select the default instance. So the instance ID of MS SQL Server will be our default instance name. Now we'll click on next. Now on server configuration, as you can see, we have two services. One is disabled by default. We'll select the account type, we'll click on browse, and we'll select the domain administrator. We'll click on OK. So CapTech Pro administrator is now selected. We'll enter the password for it. Now we'll do the same thing for SQL Server Database Engine. So after selecting the account type for both the services, now we'll check the box of grant perform volume maintenance task privilege to SQL Server Database Engine service. Now we'll click on next. Now on database engine configuration, in authentication mode, we'll select Windows authentication mode, and in specify the SQL Server administrator, we'll select add a current user. So our current user is CapTech Pro administrator, which is our domain member. Now we'll click on next. So you can review the selection you have made because our SQL Server is now ready to install. You can see these are the selection which we have made. This is our configuration file path. Now we'll click on install to install our SQL Server. So our installation of SQL Server 2017 has started now. So we have to wait till the time this installation get complete. So friends, as you can see, all the feature installation is now succeeded on our server machine and installation is now successful. Click on close. Now friends, before we proceed to install and configure Virtual Machine Manager, we have to install our other two components, which is ADK setup. So we'll right click over here and we'll run as administrator. So in the specify location, you can see this is our installation path. So you can change it by clicking on browse. Now click on next. In the Windows Kits privacy, you can allow Microsoft to collect the insight of the Windows Kits. So you can select the radio button, yes or no. Now click on next. You can read the license agreement, then click on accept. So now on the select and features you want to install, we'll select the features like application compatibility tools, deployment tools, and Windows Performance Toolkit. So we only install these three features as of now. If you need any other feature, you can do it later on as well. So now we'll click on install to install these features. So it will take quite long time, so I will pause the video till the time installation get complete. So friends, you can see our installation has completed of Windows Assessment and Deployment Kit. Now we'll click on close. Now we will install Windows pre-installation environment. So this is my setup file. Now I will run as administrator. So friends, as you can see in the specify location, this is the location in which Windows pre-installation environment add-ons will be installed. Now we'll click on next. In the Windows key privacy, I will select yes because I want Microsoft to collect insight of Windows kits. Now I will click on next. Now in the license agreement, read about the license, then click on accept. So you can see the Windows pre-installation environment will include the installation of these features. Now I will click on install. So friends, our Windows pre-installation environment is also installed. Now I will click on close. So friends, now it's time to install and configure our Virtual Machine Manager. So I will right click on it and now I will click on mount. So you can see our ISO is now mounted. So friends, before you proceed for the installation and configuration of Virtual Machine Manager, it is recommended you must restart your server in which you want to install VMM. So I will close this and I will restart this server machine. So friends, our virtual machine is now restarted. Let me open this piece, and this is our SCVMM ISO which I have mounted. Let me double click on it, and this is the setup. Right click on it and click on run as administrator. So it will open System Center Virtual Machine Manager. So now simply click on install to start the installation process. So now in the select features to install, Virtual Machine Manager Management Server and VMM console will automatically get selected. Now click on next. Now enter the name for your System Center Virtual Machine Manager. So I will enter Captech Pro. You can enter the organization and you can enter the product key if you have. Then click on next. Check the box of I read and understood the license agreement. Then click on next. This is the diagnostic and usage data information. You can read this. Then click on next. And this is the installation location. You can see the path. So you can change the path if you want the installation location to be get installed on different location. Then click on next. So it's checking for the required prerequisite. So if you don't have installed any prerequisites, you will get a warning over there. So now in the server name, you can see VMM 2019 is our server name. Now check the box of use the following credentials. Now enter the username. So we have to enter it in the format of, first of all, we have to enter domain, then we have to enter the username. You can see this is our instance name, which is MS SQL Server, and we don't have any existing database. So we'll select the radio button of new database, and this is our name of database, which is Virtual Manager DB. Now click on next. Now in configure service account and distributed key management, we have two options, like we can select the local system account or we can select the domain account. So we'll select the domain account. We'll click on select. We'll type admin, check names, and we'll select the administrator. Now we'll enter the password. Now we don't want my keys to get stored in Active Directory, so we'll leave this. Now we'll click on next. You can see this is my port configurations. Like these are the features like communication with the VMM console, communication to agents. These are the multiple features, and these are the ports which are required to configure these features. So we'll click on next. Now in the library configuration, we have to create a new library share because we don't have an existing one. So we'll select the radio button of create a new library share. This is the share name. By default, you can change this. This is our share location and this is our share description. Now click on next. Now in the installation summary, you can read about the selection which we have made. You can review it, and now we can click on install after reading all the selections. So friends, our installation has started now, so it will take a quite long time to get installed. So I will pause the video till the time my installation get complete. So friends, as you can see, our setup is successfully completed of Virtual Machine Manager installation. So we have installed both the features of Virtual Machine Manager Management Server and Virtual Machine Manager Console. So we'll click on close now. So now in connect to server, we'll click on specify the credentials and let's enter the username and password. So friends, after entering the credentials, now click on connect. So friends, as you can see, now we are connected to our Virtual Machine Manager. So friends, by this way we can perform the manual installation of installing SCVMM, or we can say Virtual Machine Manager. In this video, I've seen like we have installed the prerequisites, or you can say the required components for installing our Virtual Machine Manager. So this was a manual installation. In upcoming videos, we'll see all these features of our Virtual Machine Manager. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. For more informative videos, you can check my other video links on the screen, and subscribe my channel and press bell icon for more upcoming videos. I will see you guys in next video.